With another storm blowing in, we left Nassau to find a perfect spot to keep ourselves safe and to see some fun stuff. We anchored up at Hatchet Bay and of course jumped right into the water to check out our surroundings. Other than being a perfect hurricane hole, we hadn't heard much of this little town in Eleuthra, but our first dive into the water right in front of our own boat soon revealed one of the many incredible secrets this town held. The mangrove jellyfish Cassiopeia, also called the upside-down jellyfish, are incredible creatures we've never seen before in 10 years of diving. These creatures typically live upside down on the sea bottom, and we found them in an incredible array of colors and sizes. Fields and fields of these unique organisms carpeted the seabed 100 feet from our own boat. And even the coral and the plant life were so unique to this environment, with these fluffy yellow moss and these beautiful orange coral.
The town off in the distance, and this is us inside of the enclosure. And just outside of the enclosure, it's a lot windier.
Mango popsicles. The blow last night was really not bad. No drama, nobody dragged. It was a great hurricane hole and we slept like babies. And today was a big plan of doing many things, but I think it's also a nice day to make some popsicles. And we are testing out this frozen fruit pulp that we got at a supermarket with some yogurt and nothing else. No added sugar, no complex anything else. And it'll be nice on times when we can't get ice cream or we just want something different that we made. I think it's kind of cool. So we'll see how it comes out. It's been 3 hours? Nope. Not ready.
Really?
Back in the freezer.
Oh no. Okay, couple more hours. Back in you go.
All the boats that were in this hurricane hole with us have headed out because the blow is done and it is a gorgeous sailing day. But we've got one more adventure that we want to take on before we leave here. And we have absolutely no information about it. We're just going to show up and hope that we can take part in it. So let's go. We dinghied into town to head to our much anticipated location. But first, a manatee! Our first manatee sighting was quite a surprise, and according to one long-term cruiser, the first he'd seen in these parts.
What am I supposed to know?
You're supposed to know everything because you got today's Wordle in 3 tries, and I had to take 4. A little bitter about it.
That is an accomplishment, I have to say.
It's an accomplishment.
So where are we going?
I feel like we're hiking cross country instead of the fact that this bag is mostly just the camera. But I'm really excited. I hope the pond lives up to its reputation that is non-existent online. So one of the difficult things about getting to this spot was finding information on it, but we happened to run into a cruiser who was like, walk down this road. When you see a quarry on the right and there's a dirt road on the left, just make that left turn. There's no signs. And we're like, yeah, okay. But quarry on this side, little tiny dirt road that I think I would have completely ignored otherwise. So cruisers are the best.
Ooh. Looks like it.
Or he's sending us to get murdered. I don't know. We are here. And this is Sweetings Pond. It is a Seahorse National Park, which is just insane. And I think after sort of like the alien world we snorkeled near our boat, I think this is just going to be more of that, and I'm really, really excited. There's actually a lot of research that goes on here about seahorses, and we've heard that they're trying to turn it into a UNESCO heritage site, which I hope it happens just to protect the area. But I hope we see some seahorses today, and octopus. Somebody said there's some octopus here too, so excited. The shallowness of the water and the inability to control our buoyancy perfectly kept us from getting too close to most of the seahorses we saw. We chose to leave the little creatures and their habitat safe from disturbance.
So how was the snorkel?
Oh my god, that was such, don't die, that was such a cool snorkel. But all the stuff is now wet, and so it's heavier, and then we gotta trek back to the boat. We might stop by, grab some food on the way, but I think it's definitely worth staying an extra day for the seeing of the cool stuff. Oh, I'm so tired. Ah. I think the coolest thing about sailing so far has been going to places that we discover everything, not everything on our own, but we discover it really on our own without somebody saying, go here, this stuff is here, go definitely see this and see that. It's been snorkeling at places that nobody else snorkels. It's been seeing things that nobody specifically told us. You make sure you do that, you know, don't miss that. And I think that brings us an extra bit of joy and sort of discovering on our own. And it's become a big part of our sailing experience so far. And I can't think of a better way to end the day than some yummy, yummy, yummy Indian food. And we have heard your comments, and we actually did record today's butter chicken recipe as a cooking segment, which we're going to post not as part of our videos, but as a separate video sometime during the week. And we hope to bring you more cooking segments. If you've got any requests, please put them in the comments. We tend to make a little bit of everything. So Indian, Korean, Japanese, Spanish. So if there's anything you're curious to see, if we know how to make it well, we'll make a cooking segment for it. But for now, time to dig into some dinner. Engines are ready to go, Captain.
All right, Captain.
My headset on. It's not on, actually. Oh, now it's on. Ready to go. Go that way. Oh, it's more like a this.
All right, let's go this way.
Let's go this way. And the next day, we unanchored and headed to our next destination.
I don't know for how long I'll get to hold your hand, to be your guiding light in the darkest of nights. I will try to do my best until the day that I'll die. I won't lie. It's not going to be easy, but I'll try. Don't you worry, I'm not going anywhere. I will stay here, I will stay here. And as long as my heart beats like a drum, then I won't.
We can see our planned destination in a distance, but we can also see about 15 boats there already, so that looks a little crowded for our tastes. There is a anchorage right before it that maybe some swell will come in. We haven't had a lot of luck with that in the past, but we're gonna give it another shot tonight. We just anchored for the night. Before we anchored, we tried to start up our engine and it wouldn't start. We looked at our Raycor vacuum meter that we got last time an issue like this happened, and it is fully in the red. So that means something is inside of our tank. That thing went from our tank into our filter and blocked up the filter. That's why the pressure is higher, and that's why that thing is giving us an indication. So simple solution right now is to change out the filter, run the engine, and see that the pressure goes away. So hopefully our tank isn't full of bad stuff from our last fill up. So we're going to reset this guy by pressing this button here. So the yellow's back up at the top. Let's just take that out. Don't want any fuzz in there. That's our cover. This is our 10 micron filter in here. I'm probably gonna need something to get that out with. Okay, that seems like that was the issue for now. We ran it up to 3600 RPM very slowly and brought it all the way back down, and the engine didn't cut off. Good sign. And the pressure there is back to green. So we'll keep an eye on it and make sure we're keeping a close watch on the pressure on the Raycor, but at least for now, looks like our engine's back in good shape. Whew. Just came back from a snorkel. We have not had a real breakfast yet, and we are so hungry, and I'm really excited because we made pizza dough yesterday. So we're gonna take the pizza dough, spread it out in the pan. It's gonna be like a deep dish style pizza, and so excited for it. That looks really good. I'm excited. Toss it into the oven. Let's go. Looks really, really good. We made half tomato and half olive, and both halves came out looking amazing.
Oh my God, hear that crunch?
So it's pretty windy tonight. We're just kind of looking around into the darkness, and then we looked off to the right of our boat, and there is a massive, looks like a couple hundred, maybe a lot bigger than 100-foot long super yacht over there. So that's company for the night.
Stay tuned for our butter chicken recipe video later this week, and join us next week as we jump into the Exumas.